Alright, let's do something else to build on the example we'd worked on previously where the user was able to select a shipping type and we would then display the cost of that shipping type for them. The way the script is working right now is that we can let the user pick a shipping type. Let's say they choose same day, for example, and when they submit the script, it displays the price. Nothing too terribly fancy, but one place that we could pretty quickly and easily make a big improvement in the way that this script works for the user is to have the select component continue to show whatever their selected option was. For example, if I choose today and submit, it goes back and says you get it when you get it. It's showing the price for today, but the actual option that's selected in the reloaded page goes back to the default. If I choose instantaneous, it shows the price for instantaneous, but it no longer shows instantaneous as the shipping method we selected. So what would be necessary if we wanted to get that select component to continue to show or to re-show the appropriate selected value to the user? If I go back over to my HTML code, you might remember from HTML experience in the past that when you're dealing with a select component that's full of options, the way that you can choose one to be selected is either by making the option first. So here, for example, the reason we keep going back to you'll get it when you get it is because that's the first option. The other way you can cause something to be selected is by actually putting the keyword selected inside the opening option tag. So if I put selected here, for example, in the opening option tag for the instantaneous option, when I go over to my browser and refresh the page, instantaneous, even though it's the last of the four options, is the one that's actually now showing up as the default. If I were to choose you'll get it when you get it now, I see the price for that one, but it goes back to instantaneous because instantaneous is the one that is currently selected. The way we could make this selected keyword work for us in this particular case is by using PHP to dynamically insert the selected keyword into whichever option is currently selected. We can tell which option is selected based on this shipping variable that we created up at the top, assuming that we actually have it. What we could do is we could maybe start the shipping option off with a default. Say 1 is the default option, but then if there is a selected shipping option, that selected shipping option will become the new value of the shipping variable. We could then check the value of that shipping variable, and that would let us know which of these four should be selected. To actually put the keyword selected in here, what we're essentially dealing with is a selection control structure problem. If the value of the shipping option matches the value of that option in the select tag, then we want to display selected, otherwise we don't. So it's basically an if statement that we're talking about here. This is the way that it might potentially look. If I put a set of PHP tags in here at the end of the option tag, I could do something like say if shipping equals 1, echo selected. Something I've done here is I have not put in the curly braces following the if statement because strictly they're not required. If the curly braces are left out, then the if statement simply controls whatever the very next statement, the very next expression is. So in this case, this if statement is only controlling this one echo. I've also not put an else on the end of this because as far as I'm concerned, as far as this one if statement is concerned, there really is no other option. If the shipping option is 1, put selected in there, otherwise do nothing. I could do the same thing for my other option tags. So for the second one, I could say if shipping equals 2, then echo selected, and then the same basic thing for the other two options. There we go. Let's see how that actually works in the browser now. If I come over to my page and I refresh it from scratch and actually take a look at the generated code for my PHP script, I can see that the keyword selected is actually showing up there for option 1. And why would that be happening? Well, when I come to the page fresh, no shipping value has been submitted, so this line is not executing. So my value for shipping here is 1, the default value. So down in the actual body of the HTML, when this if statement executes, if shipping equals 1, it's found to be true, so it echoes selected there, whereas all of these other if statements are not true because shipping is not those other values, it is only 1. Let's see if it works with some of the others. If I go back to the browser again and I choose same day and hit submit, it looks like same day stays selected. That was my goal, and I can see that selected is being echoed out as the for the third option. If I choose instantaneous, Instantaneous stays selected for the user. If I choose 2-day, 2-day stays selected, and you'll get it when you get it. And for each one of those, the selected value is showing up on the appropriate option. So from a user experience point of view, it's a much better experience for the user because they don't have a mismatch between the price they're being shown and the value that they've actually selected. The two are always in parity with one another.